athlete. He is Tyler Chipola, who plays baseball in the summertime. Had a chance to see some of his work there with the Dartmouth Arrows the last couple of years. Of course, there was provincials in Truro a couple of years ago. That he was one of the members of the winning team that won it that year. And he went back with the Arrows this year, and they came up just a little bit short of a provincial championship, and those were held in the city. But he had a stellar season in hockey, 82 points, and will be attending NSCC to do business, take business as a course. So those are some of the key players to keep an eye on for. Of course, the starting goaltender for the Acadia Axemen, number 71, Owen Broom, born in Western Australia, but he has a passion for hockey, and even though he's not originally from this country, has a country love for the sport and is getting the start in between the pipes here for this all-important game. Xavier Cusack will be the starting goaltender for the Midget B Harbour Wings at 16-2 the team was. Cusack 19 wins and 7 losses and 2 ties in the regular season. Referee is at center ice, ready to drop the puck in this one. And for the Wings, they're going to start things off with Jacob Maffei on the wing. And taking the draw is Laffin. And Tyler Chipola, the front line there for the Wings. And Alex Carter out here, as well as Curry, number 16, out here in the front line. And also out there is Van Ostrom, number 76. That is the starting lines here to start this one. A shot for well out is stopped there by Cusack. Early test for him just past the 30-second mark. Here's Gates of a burst of speed there. Goes high off the glass and a little bit wide of the net. But a good little end-to-end rush there by him. Puck comes loose and back out to center ice as Zach Allison will dump it back in there for the Wings. And he'll actually start a change as we come up to that 1 minute mark. And fanning on that there was the Acadia Axemen, unable to come out of their own zone. But they'll have a second chance as Ethan Morrison will send it down the rest of the way. They needed to complete the change because that top line that I was telling you about it, but out there for a while. 1 minute and 6. That's a very long shift. So they dumped it down the ice, get the change, and get that second line out there. Thomas Dooling will take this draw here. Well, the Wings can't win it. And it goes to Ethan Goulding. He doesn't have a name on the back of his jersey, but he's wearing number 75, so we'll keep an eye on that one. As Hillis is now coming. Spins and gets draped there by a couple of Wings players towards the corner, and Dooling comes up with the puck there for the Wings. And now they'll start a breakout with 2. They get the center ice, but that's about as far as they got. Hillis now goes rink wide to Woodworth. In towards the corner. They'll put it in behind the Wings net. Hillis, good shift. Goes back to the point. Goulding with a shot well wide. And it's going to be kept in there by Morrison, but not for long. Back out center ice. Was a foot race momentarily, but Goulding got there in time. Tried to get a pass up there. Hit Hollis on the boards, but unsuccessful that time. Dooling now cut towards the middle. There's a couple of Axemen draped all over him, and making a nice move was Hillis there to avoid a couple of players. Hillis there for the blue ice and out the other side. Hillis with a good shift here so far. 2:21 gone. Puck mostly been in the center ice area. Oh, there's a turnover there. Put it right in the stick of Davidson. Wrong person to give the puck to. Scott is stopped there by Cusack, and there was a juicy rebound there momentarily, but he smothers it just in time. 2 minutes and 31 seconds gone, and the Wings, if you're going to give the puck up, you do not give it to number 22. 56 points in the regular season. And their first turnover of the game here, in the early stages, of course, they put it right on his stick. 2 minutes and 35 seconds gone here in the first period. Midget B championship up for grabs. It's either going to be going to Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, the home of Sidney Crosby, or the Acadia X-Men, that solid university program that's big hockey fans. And if they're watching back in Wolfville, Lakeville, any other community you can think of, Berwick, Colebrook, Cambridge, you name it. And, of course, got to say Wolfville and Kentville. So you guys are tuning in. We'll say hello to you from Truro here and hope you enjoy this one here on Bell 5 TV1's coverage of the Day of Champions here from Truro. First penalty coming up, and it's coming to the Wings. Goaltender Broom is to the bench. Wings touch the puck, and the play is stopped. Interference coming up. 3 minutes and 23 seconds gone here. 4 minutes and 23 seconds gone here in the opening period. They played 2 15-minute periods, pretty well back-to-back, only really a 1-minute intermission. Then they intermission between the second and the third period. So Acadia X-Men have a chance to start something here on this power play that they're going to start in their own end device as they turn it over and are sent down there by the Wings. Minute and 40 left in the penalty. It is to Coleman Sad for interference. And a fan on it and allows Cole Harbour to get to the blue line. Tying up a shot, scores! Alex Carter. It went through the wickets of Cusack. And it's a power play goal. 4 minutes and 4 seconds of the opening period. So they took a penalty in the 3.5-minute mark there. The Wings did, and they end up paying for it now. So now they're trailing this game 1-0. Alex Carter just squeezed for the wickets of Cusack. There's a shot, scores! That didn't take long too much, did it? Clock continues to go, but they're going to adjust the time here. They've done that now, so it is 4:35, the time of that goal there by the Wings to tie it at 1. 1-1 the score. We'll have to find out who the scorer was there for the Wings, and we'll find out here from the public address announcer in a couple of seconds. They're just doing the power play goal there by Carter. Gates coming now. Oh, Gates with a nice little move. Didn't get much on the shot, but he gets his own rebound in behind the net. Gates sets up Laffin there. He fans on that one. Ryan Laffin, who plays high school volleyball as well as plays for the Wings. So that's a busy athletic season for him. So 4:04 the time of the Carter power play goal. And it was scored there by Ryan Laffin. So the volleyball player knows how to dangle and get some pucks towards the net and get it in the net. Past 5.5 gone here in the first period. 1-1. Allison there shoots that wide of the net. The Cole Harbour try to get that cycle game going. Gates with a nice move, slaps it, and that goes into the net. It hit a stick, so it will be a face-off there in the Acadia Axeman zone. So after a good start there by Acadia, they're starting to look a little bit on their heels here, especially after that goal. And it only took 29 seconds. 6-3 to shot, so the teams are putting them towards the net here early. There's no icing here as the Wings will go back for it. Potty, they're trying to keep it alive. It bounces high in the air and over into the Wings bench. 8:59 left to go in the first period. Acadia was off to a good start. We said about Davidson out there. He's alternate captain for home game. His favorite hobby includes hockey, driving tractors, and ATVs, and played defense in his early hockey days and then switched to forward in Pee Wee and has played center for the last 4 years. He's out there as well and plans to attend Dalhousie Agriculture College when he graduates. So getting used to the Truro area already is Curtis. And he works for Dabro Farms. Back come the Wings. Oh, nice little stick there by the Axeman and get it checked out to center ice area. Slapped in by Turner. He's missing an E from his name, so he's more of a Turn than an R, but he is Turner. Not really much on that shot, but once again, the lively board's fooling Broom there. A relatively new building, and he wasn't used to that, so he was a little bit out of position, so he had to cover up there on the side of the net. 6 minutes and 45 seconds gone in the first period. Wings starting to maybe find their legs, especially after that goal. Oh, there, and Broom had to react quickly to there a couple of times, eh? Made a couple of nice moves there and had to stop that one to keep it a 1-1 game. Here comes Curry there, wrist shot. A little wide of the net. Carter got that goal. Nice little stick, checks off his stick before he can get a shot. Center ice it is, dumped in from his own side ice, so that will be an icing goal. 7:52 to go in the opening period. So Carter back out here. They have Curry on the wing as well as Van Ostrom. The forward line here for Acadia. And they'll win the draw, but before Curry can get a shot, checked off his stick. Van Ostrom there in front. Now he'll go in behind the net. Van Ostrom centering out of Curry. Too hot to handle for him. Loose puck up for grabs in the high slot area. McEachran just barely keeps it in, but that didn't last too long. And now the Wings will try to break out. And on the attack there, McKay trying to swing at it. Greg McKay, 24 points, and is a golfer in the summertime, so doesn't just do hockey all the time. He has another sport, and it's golf, so imagine he's probably, after this, probably going to be watching the Masters to see what turns out, or maybe he just plays and not watches. We'll have to wait and find out. I'm sure the folks back home who probably know him more than I do probably realize that he probably plays more than watches, but really having a good, fantastic season he is having. Back out center ice it is. Allison following up there. A little bit of a rolling, bouncing puck towards the net and in behind. The net being guided there by Broom and watched as the Acadia get a breakout. Hillis now trying to spin away from Gates, but loses the puck. And now the Wings are on the attack there, and Gates with a little bit of burst of speed and a wrist shot. That's a blocker save there by Broom. And you can see he's got some good goaltending skills behind him as he steered that towards the corner. Here's a break here for Woodworth. Woodworth going in on Cusack. Oh, he missed the net. He did everything, and he had Cusack beat, but missed the net. Here's Miller there with a wrist shot, deflects off Hillis' stick. Hillis trying to spin away. We'll drop it back. The Slapper scores! Look at that, right on the doorstep. Mitchell Miller on a slapper from the point. And a no-doubter makes it 2-1. Mitchell Miller showing that he's got some sweet hands as he did that one, because that was a slapper and that was not easy. He was the second leading scorer with 55 points. The Horton High School student out of Wolfville. And he's attending Acadia University in the fall in the community development program. But most importantly, he's got the go-ahead goal. And they're going to have a chance to get more as the Wings are going to be called for a penalty. Well, second time that they're going to go to the box here, these Wings. A trip by McKay. Matthew McKay will sit 2 or less for the trip. 8:27 9:27, pardon me, the time of the penalty. So this has had a lot of ups and downs so far, and we haven't even completed one period yet. Axman off to a good start, then a bounce back there by Cole Harbour, of course, to tie it, and then Cole Harbour was looking good at the late stages after tying it, and then that to goal there by Mitchell Miller, and now they're back on the power play. The Acadia Axman up by 1, hoping maybe to get a little bit of a bigger lead. Pass is picked off. Here's a 2-on-1. DeYoung as well as McKay. McKay with the wrist shot. Stop. Of course, there's 2 McKays. There's Greg McKay. Number 2, number 15, Matthew McKay is in for the tripping penalty. So a good short-handed rush there. And they had Carter DeYoung with him there on that 2-on-1. DeYoung doing some good penalty killing there. That did come outside the line, and they tried to keep it alive, but it will be blown down and brought back outside the line on the icing, on the offside with 4:43 left to go. Both teams will make changes here in the getting into the late stages here of the first period. So Carter and McKay for Acadia. And Laffin there for the Wings. 2-1. And now the puck will go back down into the Acadia zone. Cole Harbour had to have it momentarily. The team captain there, Chipola, was trying to get a shorthanded chance. They centered there for Carter, went by him. So back to the point here, Potty. Well, they tried to deflect once again. Carter didn't miss by much. They like to do those deflections. That's how Mitchell Miller got his goal, right there on the doorstep. Bouncing out those lovely boards. Almost had the goaltender going back in. But the Wings clear it and send it down the ice. 3:50 left to go. And the Wings, that might do it here for the power plays. They'll send it down the ice. There's only 9 seconds left in the Matthew McKay tripping penalty. And that will do it. Now there's a backhander there by Gates. And stopped by Broom. And that gets a big reaction of the Acadia crowd there on the far side as the penalty is over. 3:27 left to go. And that's a big one there. That power play and more of the shorthanded chances. Cole Harbour had 2 on it, 1 there in the dying stages of that as that's sent down the ice. And another icing call against the Axemen with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the first period. And it has been an entertaining one, and the teams are coming out here and really showing that they've got some speed on here. We knew that Davidson, of course, and Chipola would be good, but you know, some of these other players stepping up like Carter, McKay, and Laffin have been the goal scorers here so far. Ethan Morrison gonna go with it with himself. Here's to Woodworth. Morrison, Woodworth, and has it checked off his stick there. McEachran keeps it in. Bank it high off the glass and under the boards, and it bounces back into Acadia's zone. Broom was getting down there ready to handle it, but didn't have enough muster to get to him with 2:36 left to go. And Acadia, Axman on the attack. Here's Woodworth. He had a good chance earlier in this period. Wrist shot. That hits the stick a while. Doesn't even get towards the net. Wolf, pardon me. Cameron Wolf. Miller slaps that one, and a blocker save by Cusack. And I'm not sure if he was just trying to get out of harm's way, but he made the blocker save. It looked awkward doing it, but that was a slapper there by McKay. So icing is called, but Miller's got that, and he's set up there once again trying to get that one-timer in that position there as there's 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. And so far it has been a pretty good game for sure, as Billy Mccloud will go back into his own zone. And now That one actually hits Miller in the head, but he says, no big deal. I'll come over the puck. And then just as soon as he was starting to get the breakout going, lost the handle. They get a second chance, dumped in. No icing as the Wings roll back, and play will continue on. Coleman Sod can't handle it. Miller back into his own zone. Golding. That's bounced high and out of play with 1:24 left. As both teams make some changes here in this Midget B Final. Both these teams having a fantastic record. Of course, that's the reason why they're here. Acadia 37-4, Wings 16-2, and they actually had 4 banners in the 4 tournament banners that they've won here this season. Maybe hoping to claim number 5 here, but they've got some work cut out for them as they're down by 1. Carter. Van Ostrom now with a wrist shot that's wide and high of the net. As we come up to 1 minute to go here in the first period. Potty knocks it down, and now he'll go in and chase after it. Kyle Potty, who attends and got a shot there, and Cusack had to be careful with that one just to finish it on Potty. He attends Nekic down in the canning area in North Kings Education Center. There's a former co-worker of mine that actually teaches at that school by the name of Scott Pope. So if he's tuning in watching this one, we hope to say hello to him and save a cost of a phone call for me. Even though with digital media the way it is, you don't even need to make phone calls to contact somebody from a far distance. But hopefully if he's watching, hopefully he's enjoying the Axemen, of course, winning this one so far. After the opening period, 2-1 to score. 30 seconds left to go. Here come Gates. Oh, nice little stick there as Morrison pokes it off. Oh, and they're trying to set up dueling there on the blocker side, and he was unable to pull the trigger. Allison, his shot is blocked. And now he'll just send it towards the corner with 12 seconds left to go. Cole Harbour looking good here, trying to get one here before the closing stages. 6 seconds left. Dueling there, top of the face-off circle, doesn't get through. Clock winding down, and Cole Harbour Wings unable to get a shot there as the horn goes to end the opening 15 minutes of play, and it's been a solid 15 minutes of play here by both these teams. 2-1 is where we stand. And of course, we've seen in our previous game, there was a 3-man officiating crew. They've got it up to 4 here, and you can see why. Both these teams have some speed here. So they'll have a little intermission and then switch sides and be a long change here for both these teams. So you may see a little bit more in terms of stretch passes and things like that. I keep saying McKay, but it is Mitchell Miller, pardon me, number 88. So I do want to send some apologies out there. As the puck has been dropped to start period number 2. So now the Wings, of course, after a slow start in their first period here, maybe hoping for something better, because now they will be going, as opposed to going from right to left, they're going left to right on your screen right now. And Acadia will now be going right to left and left to right for the Wings here as we begin the second period. Just 30 seconds gone. Wings here trying to get on the attack, and swinging there was Van Ostrom and came up with that one. Actually, it was Goulding, pardon me. Number 75, there's a blocker save there by Broom on a shot there by Greg McKay. That goes high off the glass, stays in, and settle it down is Goulding. Quickly up. Here's Miller now, goes cross ice, and going back and settle it down here is Henry. Daniel Henry, number 43. And on the attack here is Carter DeYoung, but that's snuffed out. And now Goulding says, I'm going to go do it myself, and gets a little bit of a shot there, and Cusack has to make a stop. Centered there. Oh, and it was shot into the net, and this, I was kind of surprised, doesn't really draw any attention of the players, but it was a whistle there, and Miller just kept on going, and I'm not too, as I say, I'm quite surprised not much of a crowd has gathered, but cooler heads prevailed, and luckily so there for Mitchell Miller. Bit of an unwritten rule. You don't shoot the puck after the whistle towards the goaltender. It's an unwritten rule. Some of the Wings fans in the crowd here have the red jerseys on here, supporting the guys on the ice. Saw a lot of this last weekend at the Major Midget Atlantics. 13:37 left. There's a shot from a well out there by Curry. That's stopped by Cusack. Cusack getting good position. Allowed to see it there off that clean face-off win, and this is one of the things that they have to be careful of is face-off wins. Who can ever win that will probably have a good chance of winning this game. Alex Carter, who we've talked about there, who has a goal in this one, 20 goals and 18 assists this season out there, and graduating from Central Kings. Now that one is down in the Cambridge area. That school is rebuilt a few years ago, home of the Gators. It's my wife's former high school. That's where she graduated from. As we come up to 2 minutes gone here in the second period. 2-1 the score. Carter, Miller for Acadia, and Laughlin for Cole Harbour as Broom covers up there for the whistle. Just to finish up there at Alex Carter. He works at the Atlantic Superstore in New Minas, was born in the Arctic. He lived in Nunavik and Northwest Territories for 4 years and Hay River, Northwest Territories for 6 before moving to Nova Scotia. A utility man and can play center, wing, and defense on the team and has won provincials in 100-meter hurdles. Once again for the Gators out of Central Kings. Lead pass up ahead. Knocked down by the Wings. Allison did, but Tracy. It's knocked down and trying to kick it there was McEachern. Big wild kick for it. Now DeYoung will break out Chipola, the captain. Chipola, nice little drag to protect the puck and gets it towards the corner. Sets up Laughlin there, and Broom with the stop there and a one-timer. Didn't really slap all of it there, Laughlin, but nice work there by Chipola to get it in and get things going and show a little bit of those magic hands that he's got. Oh, they tried to set up Woodward cross ice, picked off there by the Wings as we come up to 3 minutes gone here in the second period. Gates there, kicks it up to his stick. Nice little feet work there by Gates. Chipola knocks it down. Gates comes up, walks towards the middle, sets up McKay, scores! Greg McKay. And this is a danger that Chipola can bring you, because if he can do things magically with, his goal scoring, but they just kept the pressure, really prevented the Axeman from leaving, getting it out, and Greg McKay ties it up. At 2-2. But that was a hard-working shift. It wasn't like a lot of terms of pretty plays, but Matthew Gates getting that. So McKay gets a goal at 3:17. And Ryan Laughlin. And they're pressing again, 3:17. The player's knocked down. That's going to result in a penalty here. First time Acadia's going to the box here this afternoon. So things going from bad to worse. Acadia in control of this game, but now things may not be, as their leading scorer, Davison, is going to go off. Knocked down the Cole Harbour player just outside the blue ice. So 2 seconds shy of the 4-minute mark here in the second period. 2-2 game. Goulding just gets it off the defenseman there, the Cole Harbour player, and back out center ice. Pass a little bit too far for Chipola. And back out center ice, Gates. Chipola gets the return pass. The pass was a little bit too high there. McKay will get a shot there from the icing line, and it's stopped there by Broom. Yeah, you're going to see some body contact here when you get a provincial championship up for grabs. Here in a winner takes all, one game, no tomorrow sort of scenario. You know, you may get a little more ramped up into the play, and that happens. One-timer, Gates, and that hits feet. I don't know if it would have counted. It looked like a kicking motion if it was the Cole Harbour player that touched it, because there was a lot of feet there and close to the cage there. Broom on that shot. Cole Harbour trying to get something set up. One-timer, Chipola right there. And Broom gets a piece of it. Gates. Broom a little bit in bad position. Scores is Thomas Dooling. Broom was stuck between a rock and a hard stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Just unable, didn't look really comfortable, and has no decision there where he wanted to go with it. So we're coming up to the 5-minute mark, and it has been entertaining so far. The first 5 have been pretty good. We've seen everything. Dooling, of course, and another penalty coming up, and referee has been busy here so far. Delay penalty coming up. And it's going against the Wings, and it's an interference penalty. 4:48 for Dooling. Makes it 3-2. It's their first lead of the game.
Tyler Chipola. Time of the marker, 4:48.
So Chipola getting the assists there, and of course 82 points in the regular season here for this Wing team. Set down the ice here, so they have McPhee, Chipola out here, as well as Gates and Dooling out here killing this penalty here for the Wings. And we'll get that power play unit here for Acadia. One of them is Woodworth, and the other there is McEachran. And you can pretty know that Hillis Morrison is out there. And Curry. The power play unit here for Acadia here as we coming up to the 6 minutes gone here in the second period. And Cole Harbour leading goal-ahead goal right now, Dooling, as that's sent over the glass and out of play. 8:57 left to go. It's the Day of Champions here from the Community Credit Union Arena here in Truro, Nova Scotia. The first year of 2 they're actually holding these championships here. And the town of Truro is delighted to have them here at this beautiful facility. This relatively new facility here. Sent down the ice there by the Wings and in regroup mode, and back to get it Goulding here for the Axemen. Quickly up to Miller, has difficulty handling it there. Davidson following up Henry. Henry along the near side. Nice move by Henry. A backhander scores! What a move by Daniel Henry. And then a backhander to tie it at 3. He went by the Cole Harbour Wing player as if he was like a pylon. I hate to use that term but it just fits perfectly. 6:36 the time of that power play goal, and it's 3-3. What do you think? Last shot going to win this one here, folks? That's the way that it's going. Shots 18-14. In favor of the Cole Harbour Wings. Now we have the referee and linesman heading over there, and the other official joins in on it. What a nice look. I think that was the nicest goal there I've seen in quite a while there in this sort of league of play. Henry did that nice little move, and then the backhand. And the thing is, goaltenders will tell you that backhanders are not the easiest to stop, and that was the case there for Cusack. 3-3. The way the teams are going here, we could be in for one of those 8-7-9-8 sort of evenings, so. Well, Miller's going to go off to the sin bin here for a penalty. 6:43 the time of it. Alex Carter, number 67, almost has the Jaromir Jagr hair. Miller off for tripping. 67, you'll see about there. And on the screen right now, Turner. Going to have to get a new name tag for Turner. He's missing the E, and now it looks like one of the U's coming off. Glove saved by Broom. A wrist shot there by Gates. Face-off circle, and Broom flashing the glove with that one. 25 seconds gone, and the penalty to Miller. Face-off one there by Acadia, but there's nobody there, so Chipola will come up with it for the Wings. Send it over to the far side. And that's went through a couple of bodies and out the other side. Now Acadia will have a chance, and it's sent down the ice by Curry. Lachlan Curry. Looks and sounds like a stay-at-home defenseman. 9 points in the season. As Van Ostrom had a short-handed chance on a gimme. Had a second chance, but it's covered up there by Cusack. Just finish up there on Curry. 9 points. And he, too, will be graduating from Northeast Kings Education Center this year. And he is technically savvy, has been accepted into the electrical engineering technician program at the Nova Scotia Community College Kingstech campus. And he'll be attending there in September, and is an avid baseball player, youngest of 5 children. Back come the Wings. And they're looking to try to get this equalizer here. Good chance there, and the backhander that didn't miss by much. Chipola goes back. Turner, wrist shot, and that doesn't get through. Turner will send it towards the corner. That hits a couple of sticks, deflects, and Chipola will settle it down. Takes a bump from Van Ostrom, lost the puck. Van Ostrom has a chance to clear, can't. Gates spinning away from a couple of KD players. Wrist shot. Brew with the stop, a bouncing puck there. And laughing right there, looking for the garbage. But nice little moves there by Gates. I'm impressed by him. He's got some skater ability. Here's a one-timer and a deflection there towards the net, and that's stopped by Broom. And right there, Thomas dueling again, looking for another goal, but Broom coming up with Gates there with that nice little shot towards the net and a deflection, but unable to tip it past Broom. Was dueling there to get his second. There's 5 seconds left in the Miller penalty. Bouncing puck, Acadia will try to clear, can't. Wolf keeps it in. Coleman side. As hint around the boards here. Penalty is over. There is Coleman there. Coleman side there for the Wings. Looking for a loose puck. Doesn't come. Here is Miller. And Miller's off to the races. He'll come up with it. Sends a backhand. That's well wide of the net. Simon Tracy was up there looking there for another chance opportunity on that rush there by Miller. 5:43 left to go here in the second period. Back out center ice there. Passed a little bit too far the reach there of Greg McKay. Miller couldn't come up with it there for Acadia. Coleman sad. And Davidson trying to relieve some pressure, but Wolf keeps it in there for the Wings. McKay picked off, sent down. And Curtis Davison figured that his team needed a change, sent it down the ice, and now they'll change all 5, and so will the Wings here on the icing. 5:15 left to go. Dueling back out here to take this draw here for the Wings. And Curtis Davidson here not going off for a change, so he'll stay out here, probably just win the draw. Gets it to Curry. Curry can't handle it. Well, he's being harassed there by Gavin McLean. Looking for a puck. It's in a whole whack of skates. And after the end of the day, it will be Acadia that comes out with it, and they'll break 3 wide. Henry. He had that go-ahead goal momentarily there. Pardon me, he's got the tying goal there for Acadia. 3-3 where we stand. Shot there by Miller, and that is stopped there by Cusack. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this up and down contest, and right now it's still anybody's game. Alex Carter can't win the draw for Acadia against Chipola, but it ended up that Acadia did get a scoring chance, and Cusack has to make a stop. So Carter and Chipola round 2 in the face-off circle, seconds away. 4:39 left to go here in the second period. 3-3. Acadia started off a 1-0 lead, and then it was just a matter of 29 seconds later, and the Wings tied it at 1. And then Miller made it 2-1. McKay 2-2, Dooley 3-2, and Henry power play 6:36 has tied it here in this second period. Carter there trying to elude some Wings. And now we'll come out to center ice and going for an end-to-end rush here. There's a shot there, and getting a piece of it there was Cusack. Just enough. Laughing, rink wide. McPhee. There's a shot. Broom makes a stop. He looked around. He didn't know where it was. And in the meantime, it was steered away by Morrison, number 27. So he gives his goalie some roll H relief here with 3.5 left to go here in the second period. Puck in behind the net. Up for grabs. Who's going to win this foot race? Oh, and a nice little individual effort there, as he was allowed to come up with the puck there, was Chipola there for the Wings. 3:04 left to go, back to center ice. Here is Gates. Gates eluding a couple of Acadia axemen and puts it on a stick of McPhee. He can't handle it. Pass there too far, out of the reach of Woodworth. And it was on their side of center, the Acadia side, so they've iced the puck here with 2:53 left.
Sponsors of the 2018 Hockey Nova Scotia Day of Champions. And thank them for their support of this weekend's events.
So here is the basketball golfer with 40 points in the season, Carter DeYoung, to take this draw here for the Wings. The Bantam A in his first year. Back out center ice, 2:45 left to go. Hillis there trying to spin away. Can't, puts it right on the stick of the aforementioned DeYoung. And a little bit too far there for Tibbert there to get to it for the Wings. Acadia here trying to press. Players falling down. Acadia will come out with the puck, trying to do a wraparound, and it was right there along the post there. But Cusack had his skate right up against it. Prevent that wraparound chance, and you didn't think that wraparound chance would even happen, but one of the Cole Harbour Wings players blew a tire, went down on the play. So, and it resulted in a scoring chance, but Cusack was sharp enough to make the stop. 2:19 left to go. Holman Sad flipped in. And it's dumped just like that, quickly out center ice area. Wolf has to wait for it, and then we'll dump it in. And now the Wings are okay to start the forecheck. Turnover there by Acadia is near the blue line. 1:50 left to go as it's sent down. And it will be Tibbard first back. And just had enough there for icing, so they'll actually bring it back into the Acadia zone. Just had enough gas and get across the line. And so now they're attacking zone faceoff here for the Wings. They'll have Laffin take this draw along with Chipola and Dueling. So that's been a really productive line here. Chipola, Laffin, and Dueling. But they're unable to get something going here. They feather a pass in for Van Ostrom and tips off his stick and in towards the corner. 90 seconds left to go here in the second period. Wings at one point had a 3-2 lead. That was gone by the wayside, and this team captain here, Chipola, will dump it in, hoping maybe to change things, but didn't wait long enough. It was delayed offside, so allowed Acadia to break it out and into center ice. They turn it over to center ice area and dumped back in by the Wings. Chipola eludes Carter, and now we'll wrist it in. Here's Laffin there at the hash marks. Sends it in behind the goal and to the far side. And you heard PA announcer said the last minute of play in the second period. Bouncing puck towards the middle of the ice. Cole Harbour's Chipola still out there forcing the issue. And finally Acadia gets it out to center ice and down. Gates there, long lead pass there for Laffin. Laffin was trapped, but he's now onside, and Carter there knocks him away. Alex Carter using a little bit of a size to his advantage there. There's a wrist shot that Broom has difficulty. He actually blocked it and brought the ricochet dangerously out front. Right in a good rebounding spot in the high slot area with 10 seconds left to go. Gates hoping for one last shot here. Gets the puck. Tees it up. That hits a body out front as it goes towards the near side boards. You hear the horn. It goes to end the second period. So it was so Carter got things going at 4:04 and Laffin at 4:35, and then Miller made it 2-1 and McKay made it 2-2, and then Dooley made it 3-2 here in the second period, and Henry at 6:36 here of the second period to tie it for Acadia on a nice backhander. So 3-3 is where we stand. It's time to take a break here at the Community Credit Union Arena. You're watching Bell 5 TV1's coverage of the 2018 Hockey Nova Scotia Day of Champions. Teams have returned to the ice here. Third period action. Axeman Wings 3-3 after 30 minutes of play. Dan Hobson here, delighted to call this one here. Midget B Provincial Championship Final up for grabs. It is Hockey Nova Scotia's Day of Champions. And it got off to a good start for Acadia. They were leading 1-0. Carter got the goal at 4:04 on a nice deflection, and then Laffin for the Wings at 4:35, and then Miller made it 2-1 in the first period. McKay tied it there in the second period there for the Wings, and then Dooley just over a minute later made it 3-2, and then Henry on a backhand 3-3 in the second period. If you're just joining us here on a Friday evening here in the east coast of Canada, hope you're enjoying this one wherever you're watching here on the live stream on Bell 5 TV 1. Face-off win there by the Axemen, but they're still having difficulty trying to clear the zone there. Here's a slapper on his way from 55 feet out there from Dooling. That's stopped there by Broom, and there's been times that he's looked a little shaky, Owen Broom. But there's been times that he has actually looked spectacular as well. And one of them was that time. Of course, we talked about how he's Western Australia. Joined hockey as a peewee and befriended a Swedish teammate who played goal. He moved to Canada in the summer of 2017, and he has to make another stop. Represented Australian national team in Sweden 2017 for the World Under 19 Floorball Championships. He's a center defenseman for floorball. So it's a big resume that he has in his back pocket there. Owen Broom, as this puck will roll and go down the ice. No icing. Gates picks it up. He's looked pretty good here, and as soon as I say that, Hillis picks his pocket. Hillis gets the return pass, dropped pass. Woodworth and Hillis there just having difficulty there trying to get on the right page. Might have been a little bit too many passes there. We passed the 1 minute mark here of the third period. Chipola. Long lead pass to McPhee. He'll set it in. Centering there for Chipola. Goes by him. There's a deflection on a shot there for the point by Allison. It deflects wide of the net. Settling it down. Goulding. But can't clear. Allison. And that's blocked as Tracy gets in the way of that one. Simon Tracy, number 84. Laughing there, puts it towards the net, but picked off there by Acadia, and they'll finally just get it out. Side in clear that quickly and sent down the ice as it's slapped there by Mccloud without hesitation to get the icing call. It's 15 seconds shy of the 2 minutes mark gone here in the period, so a minute and 45, and Cole Harbour getting a little bit some pressure here. 27-19 the shots. The home team has been getting a lot of pucks towards the net there, but Broom's been definitely one of the stories there. 27-19 the shots in favor there of the Cole Harbour Wings. Henry, who's got that tying goal here. And that's come midway close to near the midpoint of the second period. Potty. As Miller can't handle that, it actually hit his skate and went back. He'll get a second chance to handle the puck now. They'll come. Slapper from out, and a glove save by Cusack. Cusack has looked pretty good with that glove there. Another stop here for him. Not sure if it was going to be registered as a shot on goal, as I don't think it was on the net, so this will remain 27-19 the shots in favor of the Wings, and 3-3 the score. And the Wings now will try to get something going offensively. It's been a back and forth game. They had the lead at one point there in that second period. It just didn't seem to last too long. It was their first lead of the night, and so nobody's been really allowed to take control of this game and run away with it, and that's where we're at here in this third period, and it's going to be a good one here as Carter will take the draw here against Dooling, and Dooling won it, but he went back with it, and the Cole Harbour player lost the puck in the process. A penalty coming up here as Curry knocks his man down, Dooling. Nobody called for a trip. 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Curry. This will drive coaches crazy as you take a penalty and it's like 200 feet away from your own zone. I mean, it's the attacking zone is where you get the penalty and where you draw the penalty, and it's really not going to, hurt you in terms of scoring, but then all of a sudden it's now a power play. We'll see if it ends up, costing these Acadia Axemen. Just past the 3-minute mark here, the third period. Spinning and shooting is Chipola, and it doesn't get through, and it's sent down the ice. Trying to go through traffic there. It was Turner, pardon me. Here is Chipola now, and he'll leave it there for Laffin. Ooh, he almost missed the puck, and Tracy is right there. Gates. Cross ice! Oh, they tried to set up Dooling as he snuck in behind the Acadia D. It's in the blue ice and slapped out. Gates along the blue line. Oh, spins away from Tracy. Nice moves from him. Right along the icing line there was a shot there by Chipola. And Broom, he had to put some major squeezing there between the pads there to keep that one out. 52 seconds gone, and the penalty to Curry, who's off for tripping. Acadia wins the draw. Slapped there by Mccloud, but not out. Wings now have it as Laffin here trying to spin away from Mccloud. Miller up there also trying to get his stick in the way. Gates gets the pass. Gates goes cross ice. Turner, they try to set up Laffin there. He tried to deflect it, deflected wide. Chipola with the puck now for the Wings. Goes for a dangle, going for a lap around the Community Credit Union Arena. Now he'll stop and put the brakes on. Turner, 40 seconds left in the Curry penalty, and that's blocked, and another penalty coming up. And it's going to be a 2-minute advantage for 37 seconds as they're going to send off Goulding. And another tripping penalty, so this is our actual first 2-minute advantage here in this game. We'll see what the Whalers can put up. So this is a test here for Acadia. They win the draw, but they won't be able to clear. They'll put it right onto the stick of Chipola, and he'll settle it down. And now he'll go back to Turner. Turner through a maze of players that hits the shin guard and goes towards the corner. 20 seconds left in the Curry penalty. Cross ice. Doesn't pull the trigger as Gates. Gates spinning around now. One-timer, and Broom got a piece of that. Laffin. There's a shot. Broom, it bounces high in the air. It's in. Scores! Broom looked good, and then that third one, it bounced in the air, and he had to watch it go over the line to make it 4-3. A tough break after making a couple of nice stops and standing tall on his head there. And he has been spectacular here in this one. And so 4-3 now. The second lead. These teams have had a lot of lead changes. Acadia started off with the lead. And they evened it, and this is the second lead here for Cole Harbour, and it's back and forth, teeter-totter. Davidson hits a stick and then goes in behind the net. 4:48, the power play goal. And it's scored there by Chipola. Here's Gates. Gates now, wrist shot. Didn't miss the post by much. Nice little dangle. As I said, Gates has been pretty good, and you gotta consider him for some of the awards at the end of the game. And there's a bouncing puck there. That was in the blue ice momentarily. Acadia clears, 40 seconds left in the penalty. Now 28 seconds left in the Curry penalty. Here is Allison. Actually, it's Goulding. It's in the box. They have it as 15. It's actually 75 Goulding, pardon me. So it's Goulding has 13 seconds left to go. 33-20 to shots for the Wings, and now they've got the lead. 8 seconds left. There's Coleman. Sad scores there. Wrist shot, blocker side. And for the first time here this afternoon, the Wings have a 2-goal lead. It's 5-3. Power play goals back to back, and I said this could be one of the turning points in the game, and it is now, so even strength, but the damage done by the Wings. 5-3, 8:47 left to go. They got off to a good start, Acadia. Now they've got some work cut out for them. 34-20 the shots. It's laid offside. They can't touch it. They're onside now. McLean there takes a little bit of a bump there from the bigger Goulding. Acadia a little bit of a bigger team here than the Wings. You see some of the players, but here is Dooling. Muscled off the puck there by Goulding. And a puck there behind the boards there. Dooling will settle it down back to Turner. He'll get the return pass. And it's picked off his stick, and Curry goes off to the races now. Curry 1-on-3, and you see the result. The numbers were not in his favor. He didn't even get a shot. 5-3, slapped down. Dooling gets it just outside the line. Woodworth waits a bit. Now he's going to go in for a rush there for the Axeman. 7:45 left. He blows a tire. Tracy trying to cut around. Can't get a shot. Rolls away from the net. Back to the point here. McEachran. Tracy. They're going to be shorthanded players. They're making a change. Morrison comes off, scores! Woodworth. And that's what the doctor ordered. 5-4 now. 7:32 the time of that one. I said it earlier in this game. I said last shot wins sort of thing. Jared Woodworth, he went to Italy this March break on a school trip with 3 others from the team. Works at his family's apple and blueberry farm in the summers. Loves gaming online and has many friends. And he's probably got a lot more friends now down in the valley after getting him 1 goal closer here in this one after that getting that goal. 5-4 is where we stand. 34-23 to shots in favor of the Wings. Dumped in there by the Wings. They'll follow up for it. Trying to spin away there was Ethan Morrison there for Acadia. It's got to be Cole Harbour. Steals it. Sets up Gates. Gates goes in. Gets to the hash marks. And trying to spin away. And he's likes to go for Dangles. Oh, they tried to set up McPhee once again, the one-timer. Everybody was watching Gates, and McPhee was all by himself, but unable to deflect it past the open cage. Here's a 3-on-1. Tracy Hillis. Hillis has it now. Rink wide over. They tried to set up the one-timer there. Woodworth steals the puck. Woodworth, wrist shot high. Looking to tie there. A 3-on-1 just after they made it a 1-goal game. They had a chance to tie. Maybe Cole Harbour want to tighten up the defense. There's a rink-wide pass there for Woodworth. He'll chip it in. It'll be the Wings that will come up with the puck. And Gates turns on the Jets with 5:46 left to go. Gates spins away, being watched by Goulding. They'll go cross ice. McPhee tried to pull the trigger on the one-timer, and a big swing and a miss there. Laffin holds it in. Slapper, 55 feet out. Broom gets a piece of that one. 34-23 to shots. 5:25 left to go. Goulding turns on the Jets. Miller will send it in, but he'll put it right onto the stick of Turner. Acadia is changing, but also the Wings are as well. So they'll send it to an open wing. Potty just fresh off the bench there for Acadia. Coleman Sod has his pocket pick, and Davidson was off to the race, and when it's good for the goose, good for the gander. Greg McKay picks his pocket. Loose puck up for grabs the center ice area. DeYoung gets tangled up there with Miller. 4:48 left. Sent to an open wing. Turner sends it in from well out. Broom has to make a stop on that one. His 36th shot that he's faced here this evening. Turner slaps it in. It was going to be a delayed offside, but they're now onside and ready to get that forecheck going. DeYoung. Coleman Sod. 4:24 left. McKay. They put it out there. Coleman Sod unable to get a stick on it. And off to the races is Daniel Henry. He had a nice one. Miller, big shot, and that's stopped there by Cusack. Miller already on the board. He got the second Acadia goal. Hoping for a little more magic on that one, but with the glove, Xavier Cusack with a 19 win, 7 losses, and 2 ties in their season coming into these provincial championships. And he made that one a clean face-off win by Cole Harbour, and they were trying to get a quick break. Slapped it up there to McPhee, a little bit too hot for him to handle, but they do get it in. Chipola steals it. And a shot there. Not much on the shot. Broom does make the stop. Less than 4 minutes ago here in the third period. 5-4. Lead pass up ahead. Picked off. Gates. Wrist shot. Blocked. McEachran got in the way of that one there for Acadia. 3:42 left. Curry. Rink wide. Nobody in particular, so that gets by everybody. Patrick Tibbert there for Cole Harbour. 3.5 left as they're back on the attack again. Gates trying to spin away. Does. Drops the pass back. Kept in along the line there by McPhee. Had to do it with his backhand, but it's kept alive. Acadia goes up the middle. Nobody there. Sent down the ice. No icing. Teams make changes. Cusack comes to settle it down. Chipped up ahead there to the team captain. He goes rink wide there to DeYoung. Too far out of his reach. Goulding back. Tracy gets it from him. Lead pass up ahead to Hillis, the team captain. On the attack here for Acadia. Looking for a puck. Hillis. Goulding out there. Woodworth as well. But it will be Cole Harbour that will come up with it, and they'll just be happy to flip it in. Well, they're going to call that on the icing call with 2:39 left as he was on his side of center ice. So we remind everybody, as the PA announcer is here in the building, about the provincial championship banner, the hardware, and the medals, and player of the games, and the sportsmanlike player of the game is going to be handed out here. And we're going to be doing that in about 2.5 minutes. And right now, Cole Harbour Wings out of Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. They have one hand on that trophy, and they're hoping to put a second one on it here. Acadia hoping maybe to press and get the tying goal. Dueling. Trying to go for a solid rush, and he's closed out at the nick of time there by Acadia. Coming up to 2 minutes to go here in the third period. 5-4 score. Lead pass up ahead there as Acadia trying to get things going. It's knocked down, and the Wings will dump it in. Will they start a change? No, not right now, but they're getting ready to. Potty having some difficulty. He swings it right up, and it's picked off as the Wings are all back. Miller now. Rumbling and bumbling. There's a wrist shot. It hits a stick and hits the protective netting. So we'll have a stoppage and play. 97 seconds left to go in this one. Of course, want to take some acknowledgement there. 15 cents here for Ethan Morris, number 27. He works at McDonald's in New Minas. Of course, Kyle Potty works at Kent Building Supply. So some of these guys, of course, play hockey, but they also are contributing to their community and also getting some work experience as well. So Daniel Henry, his mother Danielle looks after the team's weekly 50-50 draw Alex Carter, of course, works at Superstore New Minas. Billy Mccloud called Billy Boomer for his blasting slap shot. Haven't seen that yet. Logan Van Ostrom, his mother is Suzanne, is the team's treasurer. Goulding actually works at 2 jobs, Sue Fraser Equestrian Center and Greco Pizza. So 1:27 left to go here, and as you can see, the net is vacated, so 6 attackers here for Acadia. All hands on deck for them. Here is Davidson. Does he have some magic here? Can he, it's 56 points, help out here and try to get this game tied? Miller keeps it in. He'll slap it. And Dooling, brave. That may leave a mark as he blocks that one. Center ice area, 60 seconds to go. Hillis. Back to Miller. Miller has his pocket pick. Cole Harbour has a chance here towards the empty net, and Alex Carter just got there and bothered laughing enough, and he didn't get much composite on it. Left a lame duck of a pass, but Acadia is back and settles it down. Goulding from far out. Cusack with the stop. Hillis can't knock it down. Carter back to the line. Davidson, the stop there, puts it right on a stick of Laffin. Laffin had a chance to clear for the wings and can't. Turner, second chance, backhand. Laffin will get it out. And it will have enough for icing. .2 seconds left to go. And Cole Harbour will call timeout. Of course, Cole Harbour wings, we haven't really talked a lot about Braden Coleman, who is an air cadet and does target shooting. Laffin, of course, the volleyball player that we've mentioned, and a Navy cadet, Matthew McKay. And we said about Chipola being a provincial champion in under 18 baseball for the Arrows back in 2016 in Truro. So here it is. Season up for grabs here for Acadia if they can win the draw. Scramble draw. Cole Harbour's had a couple chances to clear. Carter keeping it in. Hillis now goes backhand. It's in the blue ice. A couple of whacks there. Down low there by Goulding. 3 seconds left, and that will do it. The Cole Harbour Wings are your Midget B provincial champions. They had to come back a few times to do it. But they'll have a banner and a trophy to pick up. And for the Acadia X-Men, they'll have a what-if sort of thing. It's like, hats off to a fantastic season that they had. They just came up with short. And you could say that two-man advantage where they had tripping penalties, it really hurt them because Cole Harbour cashed in on them, and that two-man advantage was just really doing. So, I mean, it's not like they were really, badly outplayed in this game. It was just a matter of maybe a bad minute and a half, and I guess that's how sports goes. You could be stellar for 58 and a half minutes, but you're bad for a minute and a half, and it causes you to lose a provincial championship, and that's has happened here for Acadia right now. But the thing is, it's there's so many teams that, of course, play in this league, and to get to the final two and to get to play on this grand stage, you shouldn't really hold your heads too low. Yeah, well played, and you know what? Even Acadia doesn't even seem really too sad. They know that they gave it their best, and but also tip of the cap there to Owen Broom there between the pipes. Badly outshot, and he kept them in it. Gabe Alcorn, who's didn't even dress for this game, is now out there with his jersey, so he's going to get a medal, but Out there in his nice little dress shoes and dress pants there, so. As they are getting the referees getting acknowledgement as well as getting the accepting the awards, of course, for officiating the game, just like they do at international hockey level. So that's what they're doing now. And an interesting fact about the Acadia Axemen Midget B is they do some of this. All the players chose to play non-checking on this team. The majority of the players have been playing together for the past 4 years. 9 third-year midgets. The 7 are the second years.
Goes to number 76, Logan
Van Ostrom. Logan Van Ostrom, the player of the game there for the Acadia Axemen. Was maybe hoping to have a little bit of a silver medal to take with him. Player of the game here for Harbour.
Goes to number 16, Tyler Chipola.
Tyler Chipola. The veterans and your captains drive the bus towards championships. And Tyler Chipola had some assists. So the sportsmanlike player of the game, Billy Mccloud, number 73. Nicknamed Billy Boomer for his blistering slap shot, a referee in Acadia minor hockey, and 17 points in the regular season. Recently, time kept for the entire Bantam AA Girls Provincials held in Berwick.
I think they're trying to test me to see if I can pronounce the name right. Number 16, Tyler Chipola.
Tyler Chipola. Going to take home some more stuff. So, gets 2 awards, and he's also going to get the gold medal here. So it's a nice little haul he had here this afternoon.
Goes to the Harbour Wings, number 11,
Matthew Gates. I'm not surprised with that one. He was well over the ice and making nice passes and dangles and everything. So he'll get a. It's now award medals time. Owen Broom. He faced a lot of rubber here in this one and really kept him in it. Any other bad goaltending and they might not have been as close as McEachran will go get his. Kyle Potty, the NECIC student, will now go get some silver medal. Ethan Morrison. He enjoys going to the cottage at Ellsford like Ethan Morrison does. Golding, long history of working with horses at home and other horse centers. 32 goals in the regular season for Curry, but not able to tickle the twine here today. Davidson was a little quiet as well, but a silver medal still. Woodworth's pretty good game for him. He almost had a chance to even tie it after getting that goal. It got close. They were 2 goals down and got it within 1 and almost made it a tying goal. Alex Carter get one now. And Van Ostrom and Tracy. Mitchell Miller now going to get Mike Carter now getting and the coaching staff here of this Midget B hockey team, the assistant coach manager Carla Carter, and the assistant coach Richard Curry and Justin Merritt. The assistant coaches here. So a silver medal for the Acadia Midget B Axemen.
It's now time to award the gold medals to provincial champions, the Cole Harbour Wings.
Cole Harbour Wings and
This year, number 29, Xavier Cusack.
Xavier Cusack. Least busier of the two goaltenders in this game, but had to make the odd save that was a big opportunity. Carbonneau, Simon Carbonneau, 18 wins, 16 losses, and 2 ties in the regular season. Joshua Turner, 18 points in the regular season, and we're going to have to get a new name tag on the back of that jersey. Zach Allison. Gates getting another medal. Tibbert going to get his medal. Matthew McKay. And now Greg McKay will go and get his. He had a goal in this one. Dooling also had a goal. Gavin McLean may not have seen a lot of playing time. Coleman Sad now going, and Laughlin was pretty well all over the ice and had a goal in this one. Corey Burns, not a lot of ice time in this one as well, but he'll have a gold medal to go in his scrapbook or maybe even into a trophy center. DeYoung. McPhee had a couple of chances there for some one-timers or pretty well deflections all by himself right on the doorstep there of Broome, but just a little bit unlucky as now the coaching staff is going to get their medals there for these Cole Harbour Midget B Wings. So a guy who won provincials in baseball 2 years ago now is going to win a provincial championship in hockey, and now he'll go and get it. Tyler Chipola there and the Cole Harbour Wings. Laughlin going in, dueling as well as Gates. Going to get the hardware and the banner. The Acadia Axemen skating off into the corner, getting ready for their team photo to be done. There's the banners going back, and they'll probably hang pretty proudly at the Cole Harbour Arena in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. And the hardware to boot. Your Cole Harbour Wings out of Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, the Midget B Provincial Champions. So just like that, they had to fight back in this game time and time again, and now they are Midget B Provincial Champions. So for my producer and camera operator, Neil Gordon, my name is Dan Hobson. Thank you for tuning in. So long here from the Community Credit Union Arena. You've been watching the Hockey Nova Scotia Day of Champions online on Bell 5 TV1. So long for now, folks.